Hello everyone. We're in the fourth phase of lockdown, and with every phase, there have been some restrictions and there have been some more relaxations. But there has been this constant mantra that has been shared again and again: stay at home, stay safe, and spend some quality time with your family members. Well, yes, I've been doing that, but unfortunately, that is not the case with everyone. India is witnessing a rise in coronavirus cases every day and a rise in cases of domestic violence. Yet I see an awful lot of people talking about coronavirus cases every day, but not, well, at least not in my friend circle or in my office that I've seen anyone talking about domestic violence. In New Delhi alone, over 2,500 calls have been made to report a case of crime against women, of which 1,600 calls were made to report a case of domestic violence. Uttar Pradesh, a state which reports maximum number of cases annually of crime against women, has seen a rise of 69% in cases of crime against women. Yes. Now I know that domestic violence is not subjected to a particular gender, but still, in over 85% cases reported, a woman is a victim of domestic violence. Another heart-wrenching fact about domestic violence is that in 80% cases that have been reported, it has been found that the cases were in a long-term relationship or in a family. Yes, in a family. The last place that you would expect to find any sort of violence. Another crazy fact: in India, every third woman since the age of 15 has been a victim of violence, be it of any kind: emotional violence, physical violence, sexual violence. Yes, that means a housemaid was a victim, and a woman with a proper 9 to 5 corporate job was a victim too. The saddest and the most painful part is the question that people ask them: why didn't she leave him? It's her fault. Well, I'll tell you her mistake, her fault, and her crime. Her mistake is that she believed that her soulmate considers her as equal. Her fault is that she tells him everything. She tells him everything about her childhood, about her family, about her strength, about her weakness, about her ambitions. She tells him everything. Her crime is that she is deeply and madly in love with a troubled man. Yes, a troubled man, and I think there is a desperate need to change some narratives. Now, why didn't she leave him? The reason is because the victim only knows what all they're going through, the depth and the seriousness of the attacks and the abuses they've been suffering almost every day. India annually reports over 10,000 deaths because of domestic violence. And hence, it is very important that you talk about it, that you speak about it. You talk about it with your neighbors, with your friends, or you give a call on this helpline number. And I'm telling you that this crime, this abuse, this domestic violence, it thrives in silence and in darkness. But trust me, you and I, together, we can break the silence, we can eliminate this darkness. It is about that one moment, and I'm being very honest, it is about that one moment when you decide, when you realize that this is not how it ends. This is not how it's going to end. I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to speak about it. Because when you've decided to speak about it, to speak about domestic violence, you're not speaking for yourself. You're not speaking for women of your religion. You're not speaking for the women of your country. You are speaking for the women all across the world. Globally, every fourth woman has been a victim of violence. Be it sexual violence, be it physical violence, be it emotional violence. I read an incredible, inspirational quote which states that if you want to see what it is like to survive in a hell and then come out of it shining brighter than a sun, then you need to look at the eyes of a woman who suffered enough violence, enough harassment, and yet stand still, stand bold, and stand tall without letting any of it affect her softness. I firmly believe that women are the real architect of the society. And hence, this is my message to the society. That if you think that it's a family matter, no, it's not. It's not the domestic that matters the most in domestic violence, it's the violence that matters the most. To men, I think it's about time that we take a minute to realize that this society that we live in, this society, would it be even called a society if it was not for a mother, for a wife, for a daughter, for a sister, for a woman? If you're my friend or if you're anyone who is watching my video, I'm starting this movement again. Yes, again. Ring a doorbell. If you've noticed anything, there is a sign, there is a signal of a domestic violence, please ring a doorbell. Bell bajao and let him know that we are watching him, that we know what he's doing. To all the women, you deserve all the credit and you deserve all the love and respect. Come out and talk about it. Thank you so much.